What's going on? My name's Jacob. I'm an electrician. Today I am doing the first electrical thing on this channel, maybe first of many. Today I'm going to be cutting in a panel. I've been doing this for probably 4 years now. Doing electrical for 4 years now. Been a lead man for probably 2.5, 3 years. And this is what I like to do right here, doing panel work. So this is kind of just like a how-to cut in a panel. This is a 200 amp sub panel, 200 amp wire right here. I am a little sick, so that shit's probably gonna sound pretty buns, but it's whatever. I think I want to change to a head mount, because I think that would probably look better if I had a head mount instead of the chest mount. So I'm probably gonna try that next. I think I want to start documenting my my life as an electrician. This channel has never seen nothing like that. It's typically just games, but this is what I do when I'm not gaming. I am at work busting my ass sometimes. This is just how I've been taught to do it. I know people do it differently. I like to make it look nice. I know it ain't got to be nearly this pretty. I know no one's going to look at it. Inspector's going to see it. He's not going to think nothing about it, but I like to make it look pretty. I don't know why. OCD, I don't know. But I'm going to land this 4-aught right here, and then go on a little break so I can put all these wires in up top and down low right there. Hoping I have enough battery to do this. It typically takes a little bit of time, but it's fully charged. So that's why I'm gonna take the break, because that's boring work. That's just putting grommets in these holes right here and then putting the wires down up into the hole. Nothing too crazy. That's pretty self-explanatory. But this 4-aught, this is aluminum, 200 amps. So you need, it's called no locks, to coat it before you put it in the lugs. What I like to do, I like to keep this bare and do it last, because it's going into these lugs right here, and then the wires have to cross over it, and I like to just do that last, just so they don't have to cross over. I like to land the feeder first. Land the feeder first before I land any other wires. Before I even really put in any other wires, I like to land the feeder. Just personal preference, that's how I was taught to do it. This shit is thick and it's really hard to bend, but hashtag that's what she said. It's kind of depending on the person, but I just got these tools. They cut the aluminum pretty good. I was taught to use a Sawzall, but that just takes a little bit more time. That's pretty easy, snips it off pretty quickly. Then you take a knife, wherever the knife is at. First I gotta put my belt on. That would help me out dramatically. Oh, my knife's in my back pocket. Nice. Put my belt on real quick. We got a pretty warm day today, so no need for a jacket. It's been pretty cold recently. Yeah, first warm day. It is 66 degrees outside, January 18th on a Saturday. Getting some OT action. I have pretty much just the essentials on my belt to go day to day as an electrician. You gotta take out your bonding because this is not the first means of disconnect. Neutrals and grounds have to be disconnected if it's not the first means of disconnect. Got your no locks right here. So then you just strip it back. I like to go about the length of the blade. A new blade on this side. Strip it back. I hope this is a good view and y'all can see everything. I know there's only going to be about 2 people watching this, but you know. Strip it back. Grab your Allen set. It's typically this, that's the size, which is, I think it says it on here somewhere. Yeah, 5/16. Put some no locks on it. And I'm sure this is going to be very windy. It's about to rain, so the wind's kicking up out here. That's why it's so warm outside today. Ugh. This shit is hard to bend, that's for damn sure. Ugh. Get it in there. Ah, maybe. Wasn't loose enough. I'm an idiot. Then you like to see, preferably, see that a little bit on both sides, on top and on bottom, unstripped. Nothing too crazy. Probably like 1/4 of an inch. Tighten it down, not too tight. You don't want to start cutting it. That's a neutral, and then you're gonna have black and red here. This is a duplex we're doing. It's a 2-story duplex, about 4,700 square feet. Nice little house. I like to get a nice bend on it, make it easy to go up in there. Shit, don't like bending though. It's a problem. Get a measurement, hold it with your finger, grab your whoppers, cut it off. Ugh. Strip it back with your knife. Grab your no locks it up. This shit, once you get it on you, don't like coming off, so try and keep it away from your person. Like to just put the lid on as soon as I'm fucking done using it for a minute. Can't go there. Go there though. I like to do a bit like that just because it makes it easier than just trying to go straight up into it. Makes it real hard if you go straight up into it. Hard to put it in there. Tighten it up, not too tight. Then the last one. same thing. Little bend. This one's gonna probably be pretty hard. And typically, you have your 4-aught coming down into the top, so you'll have your lugs, these lugs up here. But because our wire's coming down from, there was nowhere to put it on the first floor, so we had to put it on the second floor. So it's coming up. That's not a problem. It's just whenever you go to put the panel cover on, you got to just always remember that that your lugs are on the bottom, and you need to flip your panel cover around, or you'll start knocking out spaces, and you'll have to get like some breaker blanks, because nothing goes there. Damn. Strip it back about a blade's length. I've been told that I do my panels too nice, but I just like them to be pretty. Gotta loosen it up. All the way with the wire. I got a screw in the way. It's not allowing that 4-aught to go back, so I gotta take this 5/16 screw out. Have to push back. And then, like I was saying, don't put that in, because after you get all the wires coming out of these holes and landed in their spot, then put it in last, just so it's on top, keeps everything in there securely. Yep. But you can cut it short, kind of keep it out of the way so it's not dicking around. So I'll get all the wires in up top, and then all the wires in, or on the bottom, and then up top, get everything in, and then I'll be back on here. Okay, we back. Okay, so now we got all the wires in. We just have these 1/2-inch grommets. That's what we call them, 1/2-inch grommets. They just sit in there. We put 2 wires in each grommet. For bigger wires like that one, we use, or this 8-3, we use 3/4 grommets. So you just pull the wires in there. No order. What I like to do, but because I'm filming, I didn't do it. I like to go, like, I look at, like, this as being one section, 2, 3, and 4. 4 different sections. And then I would not pull no wires in no other section except the one I'm working on. And then fully complete it after I land all the wires and shit. And then move on and then pull more wires in. But for the second time, because I'm recording, I just pulled all the wires in. But now what you do is you take a knife, score it at the bottom, score it, and then it'll pull off like this. What we do is we label everything on the end of the wire so we know that this one's first floor east lighting. Cut the label off, and depending on what the breaker is going to be, that's what we leave it. So this is a lighting circuit. So the neutral gets landed. It's a arc fault breaker. All this stuff is Siemens, but this is an arc fault. I know with like Square D, no matter if it's an arc fault or what, the neutrals get landed. But with these arc faults, the neutral gets landed to the neutral bar. So what I like to do is just go strip all of them, and then I'll just like wrap it over something to kind of keep it out the way, and then do the next one. This is what takes the most time when cutting in a panel. And typically we try to keep the panel on the first floor, just because coming from underneath is just a pain sometimes. All your wires coming from underneath, but it is what it is. So strip it back. Some of these wires should not be pulled this long, but it is what it is. This one is laundry, which is a dual function. Dual function meaning it's an arc fault and a GFI. So in places you'll have different breakers, like bedroom circuits and lighting circuits. They're arc fault, like anywhere where there's running water, like a laundry room, kitchen. We even started doing the microwave and fridge on them. Or you could also have 220s. So like the range also gets a GFI breaker now. But depending on where you are, codes may vary. So this is a first floor west lighting. Another arc fault. So I like to get everything stripped back and the labels back on them, and then I grab my square and start putting them in the bars that they need to go on. Ugh. Kitchen 2, another dual function. So both the hot and the neutral go on the breaker. Fuck, I need to go blow my nose. This one's kind of pain in the ass because you got them 4-aughts right there. But you gotta pull the slack out of them. Ever since I learned how to do panels, it's what I like to do. What I look forward to at a rough-in. It's very calming to just sit one spot for an hour or two and just do a panel. Oh shit, that's what you don't want to do. Throw the tag down before you take the label off of it. Hood and microwave, we look at being the same thing, which is dual functions. A while ago we used to do them as arc faults, but codes change all the time, so that's what we're doing right now. We're gonna get to a point where everything is dual function, but I know it, but that's not how it is right now, so just keep rolling. Instant hot, which is a like gas water heater, electric water heater. That is outside, so like in like bathrooms and outside Those just get regular single pole breakers, no arc fault, no dual function. You just get regular single poles. This is island in the kitchen, so that gets a dual function. I hope I'm recording. Oh yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, and all these codes are, I'm in Panama City right now, so that's the codes for Panama City as we speak, as of January 18th. Let me get one of this. Shit is obnoxious. With these 220s, these bigger wires, you'll have big wires like this, which are also 220, but it just has a black and a white. Black and a white, black, white, and a bear. With those, you don't land the neutral, but with shit like this that has like a 3-wire, you land the neutral. The black and red are your hots. It's whatever shit. Like this is for the range, so it just needs a neutral. Stuff like a water heater or like a not a water heater. Well, water heater as well, yeah. Like an AC, it don't need neutral. It just needs 2 hots. Okay, this side is done. So what I'll do is land all these grounds first, like to make it look pretty by like going in this back corner, going up. So this is your ground, this is your neutral right here. Same on this side, neutral and ground. You take that bonding screw out because if you it's not doing nothing if it's in, but the inspectors don't like to see it in. So you take it out because if it was in, it would be bonding this bar with this bar, which is not, it's okay if it's the first means of disconnect, but this is first means of disconnect, meaning like first time powers can be cut off from like the meter. And this is definitely not the first means of disconnect. That will be like the service. Rarely you see that where you will need that screw. I like to do all my grounds first, and then I'll go back through and do all my neutrals same way. It's storming out here now. I'm gonna go home, lay my ass down. You can make it look prettier than this. Just kind of in a rush. Like I was saying, I want to be home, so. Which I like to get zip ties after I'm done doing all this. Zip tie. What I like to do is have like perfect L's coming down That one could have been pulled out a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I think my next video is I want to show how I cut in switches. I think is the next video I want to do. And then with this, whenever you're putting them in, I like to get a little bit of a gap on both, like on that outside side. Just, you know, 1/4 of an inch. It ain't got to be perfect. And this is just how I do it. I know people do it way differently. And then even the way I was taught, I went through it and kind of tweaked it out, which fit me best. Last ground should be this number 10 for the 220. Double check there's no more grounds. And then anywhere where, like, if you see, like, I put both of the grounds and neutrals because that, like, whenever I put the breakers in, the breaker will need the ground and the neutral. Something like an instant hot that is on a weatherproof, it don't need no neutral on it, so you land that in the neutral bar. So anywhere where the neutral is not put in with its little tab, you grab that neutral. Then I like to go behind the ground bar, measure it, keep your thumb on it, then cut it, strip it back, and then I'll show you all the tools I use at the end of the video. I'm not used to doing this shit. I don't know what I'm doing as far as making videos. I want to try and start making more videos though. Straight lines, hard bends. Done, 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 done. This ain't gonna be the prettiest thing, but I'm just trying to make sure I get enough, get a good video. I want you to know what's going on. Know how to do this. That's done. Then this neutral right here. For bigger wires, this one will probably fit in it. But bigger wires, you need something like one of those lugs. They come on it, but you can buy them separately. They are called Add-A-Lug. And then you just, some of them they have like 3 prongs and you put it in. They're all different though. And then what I like to do to get to the end is take everything, And then take one wire, start wrapping it around everything. Just long enough to get like almost top of the panel. Keep wrapping it. And then twist it around like that. Pull it tight. Take your loppers. Start cutting this shit off. And then push them 4-aughts back up in there. Which I'll probably yeah, let me do that real quick. I'll staple them or zip tie them 4-aughts, just so they're not protruding out. What I like to do is go in one of the damn spots and bring it through like that. That way you get some gap, because you don't want nothing to happen to these 4-aughts. So if they start getting damaged, touching side of the panel, that's how you create big explosions. Oh, Jesus, scared the shit out of me. I knew one zip tie wasn't gonna hold it. Not wanting to work too well, to be honest with you. So I need to do 2 of them. And if that don't work, I'll use some damn copper. That may hold it. Jeez. We'll try that. It may hold it, may not hold it. That way you have some space right here. This thing. Okay, now I think what I'm gonna do is do like a kind of just like have this sped up so you can still see everything. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Okay. A few things that I gotta mention. So, you would see that I didn't land the white on that 10.3 right there because the breaker, this is a new code that we just started doing. The breaker for that, it's a GFI breaker and it needs all three. It needs the neutral and the black and the red. So that's the reason I didn't land this. This is the finished product. I ran out of zip ties where I would zip tie like those up, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, this is the final product. Not the cleanest thing ever, but it'll damn sure do the trick. So now, final step is you take the cardboard that came with it. This one's a little fucked up, but it'll work. And then there's like a dotted line on it. It's like right here. So you'll just cut this thing out. Maybe. Don't last nice. Come over here, tuck all your wires in. Oh shit, gotta cut all these off. Tuck all your wires in. So nothing starts coming out whenever they start putting drywall up and all that. And then you'll put this piece of cardboard on. Just protects all the wires from painters and drywallers. Maybe. Oh, Jesus. Lord have mercy. How's it not going in there? Good enough. There we go. And then that is a panel done. Sometimes, because by code, whenever wires are going into a box or something, they have to be stapled within a foot. So we would like put a board right here and staple them all up. But I've only been hit on it once, so don't really do it that much. But that's it. Comment if you want to see more shit and give it a big old thumbs up. Damn, that sounded cringy as hell, but you know, you get it.